Hey, Professor Grendel. After reading the previous three sections, the first thing that I found very interesting was about carbs, that whole grains are really important to be having in your diet rather than those refined grains, because the whole grains have the entire grain, which is the germ, the bran, and the endosperm, whereas those refined grains only have the endosperm. And so having whole grains, they have way more phytochemicals, which help prevent cancer, cure diseases, improve eye health, have antioxidants, and then they have more vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber, as well as lowering glucose levels from those complex carbs. So your glucose levels aren't spiking as fast, which is important because diabetes comes from glucose levels spiking really fast because your insulin goes into the bloodstream to get those glucose levels lowered. So helps those whole grains help with complex carbs, so you're not getting insulin resistance, which is diabetes. And that we should be eating at least 50% of our grains from whole grains. And a question that I have about grains is that if I were to cut it out of my diet, so keto diet I'm really big on, I'm on it right now after doing the diet project. So if I don't have those grains for like a 2 to 3 week period as I'm cutting, is that gonna be bad for me? If I get those vitamins and minerals and fiber from other sources, will I be okay, or do I need grains in my diet? And the second part is about lipids and fats. I found it interesting that a lot of times in the real world that people find fats as like the bad guy because they have 9 calories. They're usually eating them in high amounts. Brings us over our calorie limit, or like calories we should be eating a day. So it brings excess fat if you eat excess amounts. It's very easy to do that. But they're actually really good for you. If you don't get enough, like omega-3s, omega-6s, then you're gonna get flaky skin and diarrhea. So it's important eating good fats in moderate amounts, which in this world, it's very easy to, but when you eat in moderate amounts, all the parts of the fat are really good for you. And then my question about that is, once again, this nutrition class I took, because I learned about the best diet to do and kind of affects the diets. So the keto diet, when you eat only those fats and no carbs, you use fats as the main source of fuel, so it produces ketones. And so I heard ketones are really good for you. They help they help better with mental focus, brain power, brain fuel than carbs are. So, and I feel great in keto diet. So my question is, what are the effects of ketones? Are they good? Are they bad? I had an anatomy teacher that said their keto diet's terrible for you because of ketones, which I know they're bad for diabetics, but I'm not diabetic. So so what are the effects of those ketones? Are they good or bad? So yeah, those are my 2 things I found interesting, my 2 questions.